Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, should the all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another WWE Mayhem video. Now this video might be very controversial as there's going to be a lot of cross-references to the game that copies this game, Marvel Contest of Champions, which obviously a lot of the ideas from WWE Mayhem are borrowed from this game with a little bit of a twist. Obviously, the power creep between maxed out 4 stars and just 5 stars at rank 1 is absurd. Like, a 5-star that you can get from here is basically stronger than a maxed out 4-star that you can get, and the same holds true for 6 stars in the game. But one thing that I want to see, and I don't know if I'm actually going to get a dupe from this, if I do, I can showcase this off, but if not, we're going to have a little chat about it. So the one thing that I want to talk about regarding 6-star keys, and this is something I talked about with 5 stars, they should be accessible right now from Overdriving at 5 stars. There's a lot of 5 stars in this case. The chances of me of getting a Duke 5-star is low, as I just pulled a 5-star superstar, and a different wild card than Kane or The Miz. So I can't actually show you that I got a Duke and got 5-star keys instead of getting 6-star keys and maybe throwing 5-star keys as well. It doesn't work like that. Next month in Marvel Contest of Champions, you're going to see 7 Star Shards come from the game. Obviously, I can't do the video on that now, because right now if you dupe a 6-star, you're going to get nothing. You're going to get just ISO, and that's about it. Now, 6 stars are in the game. Let me show you one of them. Alright, so as you guys can see right here, this is the 6-star that is available in WWE Mayhem, and the stats are slightly higher than a 565 5-star currently, meaning that if you pull this 6-star AJ Styles and he is usable in events, you're probably going to win the game because he is very powerful. The power creep for 6 stars is going to be really high, and how do you address the whole power creep within 6 stars? Well, we're going to talk about some of these special events like the Dead Man Walking. You can see the rewards are basically tier 4 basic rank up. My question to the developers is, why are there no tier 5 basic rank ups for doing this difficulty? Why are there no tier 2 advanced for doing this difficulty? I feel that if you want to evolve the game further, especially now that 6 stars are a thing, I think we need to start getting drops of tier 5 basic. And it doesn't mean we have to offer 13,500 for completing one event. That might be absurd, especially if your only 5-star is Asuka and you can't beat the really powerful 5-star females in that event. But just to give you guys a little bit of an example of how they could improve the rewards, and I'm not saying offer 6-star keys right away. I told Reliance Games when 5 stars came out in early 2019, late 2018, that you don't need to just offer them in rewards right away. Overdrive the 4 stars, get them that way, then get the 5 stars. I believe they did put some in events. Ultras are a very good source of 6-star keys. And this is going to be the first cross-reference to Marvel Contest of Champions that I'm going to give you guys. And I'm going to show you some of the rewards for Cavalier difficulty of the monthly. So if you look at, we're going to take a look at Uncollected first. Uncollected, which could be Chapter 5 of the story of WWE Mayhem. And this is every month they offer an event like this. WWE Mayhem tried, and they gave out free 3 stars for doing it. I believe this was around Summerslam of 2019. When they were trying to entice new players to play. I wish they'd do more like that, because if a new account got to level 30, you got a free 5-star, and this was when there were only 4 5-stars in the pool, and I thought this was a great way to entice new people. So for completing this very difficult event, you will get a trickle of 6-star shards in. You will also get tier 5 basic for 100%ing this. Now this is a monthly event that happens every single month. And if we go into Cavalier difficulty, which is even more ridiculous, you can basically get a full tier 5 basic. You can get 7,000 6-star shards, not even counting the completion of each act, or 100% in it. And you can also get 6 stones, meaning that you could even get a 6-star, let's say, overdrive, and overdrive a 6-star once, or overdrive a 5-star once. It'd be nice to get more options of overdrive rather than spending main event rewards. And these little crystals here, a chance to get 2% T5 class catalyst, or a 10% chance of just getting outright 3 out of 6 options. Now, why is this important? You're going to need Tier 5 class catalysts to rank 3 or 6 star. So in order for WWE Mayhem to evolve, the rewards in some capacity are going to have to evolve. While we're on the subject of evolution, I'm going to talk about a game mode that I compare WWE Mayhem to a lot. Now, there are the little Monday key event, which is worthless. However, I'm going to show you guys some of the rewards you can get for simply just playing this game out. You can see this is premiums. I think offering premiums in the milestone rewards is fine. Battle chips or Steam, that part is fine. But look at the amount of the units that you can get every 3 days, twice a week, just for completing this arena. Now, you're going to need 4 million points to do that, but you're going to notice one thing at the very end, and we could call in WWE Mayhem the new Super Premium, and the reason for that is because the last few milestones actually give you these Grandmaster Shards, which are a chance to get 5 stars just from playing the game. I feel that WWE Mayhem does not reward its players enough. And for also the rank rewards, you can just outright get 4 stars from this Versus. And that might show you how far ahead Marvel Contest of Champions has gotten from WWE Mayhem. But look at these rewards. Just for playing a Summer Trials twice a week, which isn't even the Monday arena, just for playing, you can get 254 star keys. How many people would love that? And let's also take a look at a featured arena. Let's actually use a basic arena for better reference of how to do it. So again, you're getting these Grandmaster Shards, which are sources of 5 stars. Now, if you look at 650,000 points, they just give you a free 3-star. You don't see that in Mayhem. You're probably going to have to put up that much in a 3-star arena just to get the 3-star. If we go down a little bit further, at 2.5 million, they just outright give you the 4-star. Now, this is where 5-star versus in WWE Mayhem can be a thing. And look at how many people can actually get a 6-star grinding arena. I've gotten a 6-star grinding arena. Let me show you guys. So I have also gotten a 6-star just from grinding a game mode that rewards you for playing the game. This is a 6-star Elsa Bloodstone, and I got it by working my ass off 8 hours a day, 5 a.m. to 1:30 in the afternoon, and I still got rank 60. Let's let that sink in for a minute. Rank 60 to get a 6-star. Now let's go back into Marvel Contest of Champions. 500 people. 500 people. I'm sure 500 people don't even play Versus and Mayhem can get a free 5-star. Now that's not saying, hey, let's offer top 500 a 5-star and everybody gets a 5-star from Versus, making grinding the Versus useless. But look at these rewards in WWE Mayhem just for playing this mode. Now again, I think the premium keys are fine. I think these rewards are okay. And I like that it's a little bit different than Marvel Contest of Champions because these Versus multipliers work on everybody. The arena boosts in Marvel Contest of Champions only work on yourself. So I feel that's fine because if you stack up on boosts and use them on a Versus that you need, you can get a lot more points. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But look at the amount of gold that you get. They're a lot stingier on the gold. Yet the cases in Mayhem cost more. If you want to buy a Grandmaster, it's going to cost you a lot more. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know of anybody that actually needs Tier 2 Basic and Tier 1 Class that you can't just get from event cases. I feel that these rewards should be Tier 3 Basic and maybe throw in some Tier 3 Class, which are a lot rarer than Tier 2, and you might get a little bit benefit. Or if you want to keep the Versus like this, instead of offering 4-star keys, maybe offer 4 and 5-star keys, especially for rank 1 through 50. Now, top 10% in the 3-star Versus also gets a Nikki Cross, and I feel that's fine. Top 10% should get a 3-star. However, we learned that in Marvel Contest of Champions that you could farm over 2 million, this is granted Marvel Contest of Champions, and not get a 3-star. You could put up 14 million when Apocalypse was in the arena and not get him. That's how ridiculous it was. And 6 stars weren't even usable in those arenas at the time. But look at the top 10 to 25%. you basically get nothing. Like, is anybody going to grind these arenas for 3-star keys? No. I feel that if you change the 3 stars to 4 stars, and not just 25 to 45%, throw people a little bit more of a bone, and maybe put 2 to 50 with some 5-star keys, you're going to see a little bit more competition in these verses. Now, the key ring is like Summoner Trial. Look at the comparison of the rewards of this one on key ring, which you can only use 1 and 2 stars on. Look at the difference in rewards versus Marvel Contest of Champions, where you could basically get a full 4-star. What do you get in this? You get some premiums, you get a full-blown 2-star, and you get some 3-star keys. Again, I feel that they could do a better job, and even adding in more milestones. Like, okay, how hard is it to actually get 150,000 running 2-stars? It's not that bad when a team gives you 6,000 points. If you think about it, that is 25 matchups with maxed out 2-stars, roughly. Maybe 30. It's not that hard to get 150,000 from these verses. What's obviously going to take the longest is when people tag out. But now, my biggest gripe with verses has been this one. And the reason why is not because the rewards are garbage. That's not where I'm going at. These rewards are pretty bad. Yes, you do get a little bit of cash for grinding out verses. Yes, you get a good chunk of hustle. Yes, you get premium keys. Yes, you get a little bit of gold. You can get like 130-something gold grinding this versus out. The problem is the rank reward, and has been a problem for years. Why are 15 people getting a 4-star from versus? Is it really that hard to put top 50 in this versus? Would it really make it that hard for somebody to get a 4-star? Instead of having to grind out 2 to 3 million points, maybe 800,000 is all you need to get top 50. Throw the people a bone. 4 stars are not game-changing in this game. And for a new player, a 4-star Dominic Mysterio could go a very long way in progression, especially if you have 2 and 3 stars. And the reason I say that is because my own alliance, we've actually recruited 3 new people that are really low level. And you can see that their top characters are 3-star. I'm not saying that they should get 4 stars right away, but if these people can farm versus and get a new 4-star, that would help them out quite a bit. Now, one thing that also is a thing in Marvel Contest of Champions, they have 3 different arenas, and we're going to talk about each specific arena and what you get right now. So, one of the arenas, and this runs every 2 days alongside the existing 3 arenas, there's a Tier 4 basic arena. If you put up milestone rewards in that arena, meaning you put up, I believe it's 1 million and 2 million, I could be wrong, it could be 1.15 million and 2 million, you're going to get a Tier 4 basic. Now, if you put up in the Tier 1 advanced arena 800,000, 1.15, and 1.6 million, they give you a Tier 1 alpha, is what they call it, instead of a Tier 1 advanced. I'm not seeing it in these cases here, but they just give it to you for playing the game. If they offer these type of resources for higher level players, you're going to see the scores come down in the arenas, especially where it's not a new person like Dominic Mysterio or an old person like Nikki Ass. You're just going to get lower scores because the higher level players are going to be farming for these materials. And then in another arena, they offer 4-star class catalysts, or Tier 4 CCs, is what they offer. And again, if you offer these materials to people, is it going to really break the game? No. If you offer one of these rank up loot cases grinding 2 million in a different versus, that's going to take away from people grinding in the 4-star arena trying to farm 4 stars. And basically what this means is that scores are going to come down. Top 50 and 4-star versus needs to happen, or put 5 stars in versus with 3 and 4 stars in the milestone. I don't see how that would be too hard and why that would be too punishing to the players. One of the reasons people don't play this game is you can't grind characters for free in versus. I love doing that in Marvel Contest Champions. Nothing makes me happier than a 5 or a 6-star coming into the game and just being able to outright farm for them. And I feel that Mayhem needs to evolve now that 6 stars are in the game. 5 stars need to come into versus, and they need to come quick. You also need to offer a little bit more in the random arenas that mean nothing, because premiums in this game are pretty much useless. Now we're going to talk about another game mode that I feel badly needs to evolve. And I'm not talking about the actual milestones. I feel that this is fine. The milestones are okay. I've never had a problem with the milestones because you get this currency called Hustle, which you can use to buy other things within the game, including Tier 1 Advance. This is where the rank rewards need to evolve. They've been the same for over 3 years. You could literally get, other than these contracts, the exact same rewards just for playing this game mode that you could in 2019 when I was top of the leaderboards along with Fuzzy Luzzy and others. If you want this game mode to evolve, I think around here, top 10%, they need to start offering Tier 5 basic, Tier 2 advanced weights, give people a reason to play the game, and then scale the rewards a little bit up. Now, I feel this should be like rank 50. This should be like rank 1 to 10, and then have a rank 1 reward. Or maybe rank 1 to 5. Or even rank 1 to 3 as the top reward. Like rank 25, rank 50, top 10%. And if there's less than 500 alliances playing, which clearly there's not, because I rank 467, and I've put a little bit of work in. I could see that working. Top 50 gets the third reward, top 25 gets the second reward, then put top 3 as the first reward. You know, Alliance mode also needs to evolve, because I have not really tried this event, and I'm still like rank 500, which could also still be top 10%. Just saying. I feel that the Alliance rewards need to evolve, because 5 stars at high rank are a thing. The rewards you get for Alliances, yes, they're great for ranking up managers. But Tier 4 basic, this is 4-star level reward. Like, you needed these Tier 4 basics in 2019. You can get Tier 4 basics for doing the Sunday event, for doing Raw, for doing a lot of the higher difficulty events. It's time for WWE Mayhem to evolve and modify these rewards. Now have an epic difficulty give you rewards for 565 5-star, or even 6-2 6-stars, because they use the same material. Now that 6 stars are in the game, the difficulty and rewards for the epic difficulty need to change. Now I want to show you something regarding Alliance rewards for the season. So let's start off at about top 1500 alliances. So as you can see right here from the rewards in Marvel Contest of Champions, just for playing in the season, granted this is about a month worth of time, you just get 11,250 Tier 3 Alpha, 14,250 Tier 6 Basic, which you need to rank 4 6-stars. They just outright give you a 6-star Nexus. I'm not saying give people a 6-star. It's too early for that. You get 15,000 6-star shards, 3 50%, 25% T5 CCs, 3 Tier 5 basics, and 4 Tier 2 alphas. To give you an idea of what Alliance rewards look like in Marvel Contest of Champions, the top rank gets 225% Tier 6 class catalyst, meaning now you can rank 5 6-stars over time. You're gonna have to obviously gamble and get lucky, because you need 3 of them to rank 5 a 6-star. But yeah, Alliance War now has Tier 6 class catalyst and 6-star Nexus selectors, 25% T5 CC selected. Like, the rewards are just crazy for Alliance Wars. Even the rank 2 gets Tier 6. Even rank 3 is getting Tier 5. Yeah, so the rewards, if you're within the top 20 alliances in Marvel Contest of Champions, now the rewards for getting a 6-star to rank 5 are slowly trickling in, along with a lot of Tier 6 Basic, Tier 3 Alpha. And here's the thing. I don't think Mayhem has evolved in that way. Like, Mayhem hasn't even evolved to the point of offering 5 stars in the Bronze League. If you want to get an idea of the rewards, even at Stone level, which is really bad, like, the rewards just are better all around in Marvel Contest Champions. Imagine playing Alliance mode and getting 5-star keys. Imagine getting 6-star keys. Imagine getting rank up materials to 565, 5 stars, 6-2, 6 stars, or hell, 6-3, 6 stars in Mayhem. And I feel that the game is years behind because of this. Because the top reward is about here in Mayhem. You don't get tier 4 CC. You don't get tier 2 alpha or tier 2 weights. You don't get that. You don't get a full 5-star just for playing the game. And again, that's where I feel Mayhem's rewards are outdated. And they need to evaluate it every 3 months and change something. Let's show you guys the quality of life in the premium. Why, other than about maybe 3 characters, are these the same rewards from when I played in like January? And they've only added like 4 people in 8 months. Why? Why have they only added like 4 or 5 people in 8 months and they've taken people out of this? Why? Put all the damn 4 stars in the 4-star case. Put all the 4 stars in the premium. If they've been in the game for the last 6 months, they need to be in here. They just do. Every single 4-star is available in Marvel Contest of Champions. Every single 3-star is available in Marvel Contest of Champions. There's no reason that you can't have such a high pool of characters in Mayhem that they only offer you a fraction of what's available, basically screwing you from getting evolution of people. Speaking of evolution, the event cases are also really bad. Why do I feel that the event cases are bad? Well, they took 2 of the people out of them. They got fired. Ric Flair. They took Ric Flair and Callisto out of these cases. They didn't replace them with anybody. And I feel that the event cases are fine because you're getting materials that rank up 3 stars, and even 4 stars to rank 2. I don't feel that the rewards are a problem, and the rank up keys, you can get tier 3 and tier 4 weights. I think the event cases are fine. I'd like to see an evolution in the event cases. Also, not to mention, you can't even get all the 1 stars that are available. Why do I know this? You go to the 1 stars. How do you get Tommaso Ciampa, Io Shirai, Riddle, or Bobby Roode? You can't. They're not in the cases. Why are they not in the cases? As far as 2 stars go, NXT Sami Zayn, you can't get Stephanie McMahon. Why is Stephanie McMahon not in the cases? As far as 3 stars go, there's a lot more. Obviously, because they put people in the game. Rhea Ripley, Chyna, Braun Breaker, Cody Rhodes, Almost, Alexa Bliss, Xia Li, Seth Rollins, Showman, Shawn Michaels, Liv Morgan, Shotzi, Yokozuna, Rikishi, Beth Phoenix, Raquel Rodriguez, Damian Priest, Jim Neidhart, Stephanie McMahon, Papa Shango, Riddle, Cedric Alexander, MVP, Theory, Titus O'Neil, Apollo Crews, Mr. T. Why are none of these available in cases? Unless they've been released in the last 6 months. Marvel Contest of Champions puts all the characters in the game in the basic pool within 6 months. WWE Mayhem does not adhere to that because they don't have enough people dedicated to fixing the loot in this game. And 4 stars, we're going to talk about them as well too. Stephanie McMahon, part of the Authority. You have to pay $50 a month and you'll never get them. Technician Austin, Supervisor Alexa Bliss, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, GM Shane McMahon. You're never going to see that. Shayna Baszler, why is she not in cases? Showman Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, Chyna, Braun Breaker, Bayley, Almost, Tech Randy Savage. Which it looks like there's 2 Tech Randy Savages, that's weird. Alexa Bliss is a wild card, Xia Li, Seth Rollins, Shawn Michaels, Shinsuke Nakamura, Shotzi Blackheart, Liv Morgan, Great Khali, Yokozuna, Tommaso Ciampa, Rikishi, Beth Phoenix, Raquel Rodriguez, Damian Priest, Jim Neidhart, Kevin Owens, Six, Carmella, Papa Shango, Scott Hall, wildcard is in the game, Riddle, JBL, Cedric Alexander, MVP, Theory, Elias, Sue Ahmed Habibi, Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, R-Truth, Titus O'Neil. I guarantee you over 80% of these superstars are not available in the premium. I guarantee you 80% of them are not in the 4-star cases. Why? Are you trying to restrict the game so much and not let people build their roster? This wasn't the problem in 2017. Everybody was available. They changed it up in 2018, 2019 and made it worse. Why did they make it worse? Because Versus went from top 50 to top 25 to top 15, and the developers don't give a shit. But guess what? Their cash flow is not going up. You want to know why? If you look on here, you can see they make about 11 million. And Mayhem's revenue has actually gone down. You can see 60K and 30K. That's a lot less than I remember. So all these people on Android are spending $30,000 and about $60,000 on iOS, which is probably 30% of the player base. Now again, why are people not spending money on WWE Mayhem? The daily offers suck. The chances of getting a 5-star are ridiculously low that nobody would pay for it. And the simple fact that fired superstars, there's no way to get them. Yet they want to charge you money to get zombies and not actually get them for free. More and more people are boycotting this game. And the reason why is because the developers show a clear disconnect of how to make a game fun. They can code events in every week just fine and recycle them in every week. But the problem is they're not making money. They're not making money because they're too greedy to realize that people would buy into things more if you make them competitive. People would spend gold on getting 5 stars in versus. Are they spending gold in 4-star versus? No. This is why Mayhem needs to evolve. This is why I'm making this video. I don't want to come back to this game in 2 years and find it dead because nobody's buying anything in the game. If you want people to support the game, evolve your game. Or you're going to fall just like WWE Immortals. And where can you get one of the best sources of rewards? And sure as hell isn't the Ultras, because this is what you get. You get 5-star keys, you get 4-star keys, you get Mayhem tickets. This would be a great way to introduce Tier 5 Basic in these Ultras. This would be a great way to offer Tier 2 Advanced keys. You see that with the weekly Ultra, that they give you Tier 1 Advanced and Tier 4 Basic. Now this Ultra I can understand leaving the rewards like this because it's honestly not that hard and it uses 1 energy. I could see leaving this Ultra the same. But when you have an Ultra that costs 5 energy and it looks something like this, where you have hard females on paths as well, meaning that 1 or 2 slots on your roster have to be a female all time. This Ultra rewards are just not cutting it. They honestly need to put in Tier 2 Advanced and Tier 5 Basic in this to justify the 755 star share keys. And maybe you could offer 100 6-star keys in the 100% reward. This is where you could put 6-star keys, Tier 5 Basic, Tier 2 Advanced into the game. And instead of calling Reliance Games out of touch, worthless, pieces of shit, you could actually be praising them because they're actually giving a crap about the free-to-play players that spend time clearing these events. And let's not forget, this is probably going to take 3 to 4 hours, and you're going to be spending 300 to 400 gold in energy refills. And this is something I don't think the developers think of when they think of the rewards. When you're thinking of the grand scheme of the game, stop giving out rewards for 4 stars with a little trickle of a 5 star. Yes, I'm not disputing that the Tier 4 class high cases are bad. But why can't this be Tier 5 class high and maybe still offer the Tier 4 class? Tier 5 is what you're going to need to rank 3 6 stars eventually. And I feel having those resources also trickle in is going to be great. Obviously, I'm not saying offer Tier 3 Advanced now. 6 stars should cap out at rank 3 if you're playing the game. And that's just my opinion on Ultras and how you can improve the reward. For example, this one, you get some 4-star key, you get Super Overdrive. Why is this not 4 and 5 stars? Why are 3 stars still a thing? Again, the Tier 4 class high in these ultras should be tier 5 and keep the tier 4 in. I think that's fair. Even if you offer 1 for a 10%, give the players a bone. Why are you guys so greedy and cheap on the rewards? And this is why a lot of people quit the game, because the amount of time invested does not do justice to the rewards. Yes, there's a good amount of cash. I'm not disputing the cash. I'm not disputing the 5-star keys. I'm not disputing the 4-star keys. Why are there not 6-star keys in this event? Why is there not tier 5 basic, tier 2 advanced, and tier 3 class in a lesser amount? Or tier 5 class in a lesser amount? Why don't we have tier 5 class in a lesser amount in ultras? I think this would be great for the evolution of the game. The rewards need to scale up. This is not 2019. This is not 2020. This is 2022. Players need a reason to play the game. Players need a reason to keep invested in the game. And this is change number 6 that needs to get changed. Now, we're going to talk about something that is dear to my heart, and that is the drop rates in cases. Now, you open up a premium in WWE Mayhem, 3% chance to get a 4-star. That's exactly like Marvel Contest of Champions. 20% chance to get a 3-star, 77% chance to get a 2-star. Let me show you what you can get from a premium in Marvel. Now, there is something in Marvel Contest of Champions which I think has made crystals a lot more fun. So if you open up a premium in Marvel Contest of Champions, you will get something called a Nexus Hero Crystal. 0.6% of the time. Yes, that factors into the 4-stars. However, a 4-star Nexus, I'm going to open one if I have one for you guys. So a 4-star Nexus, how it works in Marvel Contest of Champions, you put it in the reel, and instead of getting a bunch of 4-stars, the game will just give you 3 choices to pick from. I feel that from a loot perspective, we just awoke our anti-venom here. I think from a loot perspective, this gives you more choice in who you get, and I think it makes loot cases just a lot more exciting when you don't have to worry about putting them in the way you do. So we're going to awaken our anti-venom. We're also going to get some class materials, and we're going to get some 5-star keys like we do in Mayhem. And if this was a 5-star, we'd get 6-star keys as well. So let's actually just open up a 5-star right now. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I'm going to open up a 5-star for you guys. Chances of me getting new is pretty low. Show you guys what you get from opening a 5-star, and in comparison, what you're going to get is this. Okay, morning, sir. Already awakened and a decent signal. So for overdriving a 5-star in Mayhem, if you're comparing it to 6 stars in this game, this is what you're going to get. That is not new. That is definitely a glitch with this update. So you're just going to get some class rank up materials, which Mayhem would be great to give instead of the basics. A little bit of gold, pretty useless. You'll get 275 6-star shards for overdriving a 5-star, or awakening a 5-star, or duping a 5-star, however you want to look at it. So if you need 10,000 6-star shards to actually open a 6-star, you're going to need about 35 to actually get a 6-star. It's going to take a long time, and I think for the first year, that's acceptable. But 6 stars need to come into Mayhem and come into the rewards. Okay, let's talk about some more drop rates in cases. So we have, here's a good example, Elite Authority. We've seen this for the longest period of time, where the developers just don't want to give you anything for free. Like an 80% chance to get a 3-star, like a 19% chance to get a 4-star. That's not terrible. However, a 1% chance to get a 5-star in 2022 is just absolutely garbage. We've had these drop rates for over 3 years. In over 3 years. You want to know what the drop rates in Marvel Contest of Champions are for a featured Cavalier? Let me show you. Alright, so we're to open up a featured 6-star Hela. A 0.91% chance to get a 6-star. Again, I feel that offering 0.5% chance to get a 6-star right now in Mayhem is fine. I feel that offering the paid offers are fine. Because if you pull a 6-star AJ Styles, He's going to be better than any 565 5-star as long as that 6-star is usable in events. Now, just for pulling a featured for 300 units versus 500 for the cases in Mayhem, a 3.67% of the 5-stars are going to be hella. Overall, for 5-stars, it's a 24% chance to get a 5-star. That's a lot better than the 1.05% chance to get a royal 5-star. And you can see that even for a Nexus, a 4.5% chance to get a 6-star. Now, I'm not saying for 300 units, you should have a 4.5% chance in 2022 of getting a 6-star. No, 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 no. I feel that for the current state of the game, and even this might be a little bit ridiculous at the 6-star level, but the 5-star level, throw the people a bone, or even a 31% chance to get a 4-star. These should be the drop rates in WWE Mayhem. A Grandmaster in Marvel Contest of Champions will reward you with the following: a 3% chance to get a 5-star. We don't even have drop rates like that in Mayhem. A 12% chance to get a 4-star with a 3% chance of a 4-star Nexus. So basically a 15% and an 82% chance to get a 3-star, which is pretty awful. I feel that the drop rates in WWE Mayhem should be around the Cavalier level. Now, if you want the Cavalier drop rate in WWE Mayhem, I feel that you need to complete all of the current story at 100%, all the way to Chapter 4. If you 100% Chapter 4, give people the Cavalier drop rates currently. That'll give people a reason to complete the story rather than just clear events, which you can literally spend all day clearing events. You can also spend time in verses while your energy is recharging. There's no reason to say you can't. But I feel that for completing the story, you should have improved drop rates. So let's say if you complete Chapter 3, now the featured cases for 225 gold are going to have 5 stars. So if you complete Chapter 3, 1, 2, and 3 100% in the Mayhem story, this is what I feel that the reward should be like. So we're going to take a look at the featured 5-star crystal now. And here are the drop rates. So you're basically getting a 5% chance to get a 5-star. You are getting a 15% chance to get a 4, which I feel is a little bit low still. And a 80% chance to get a 3-star. Again, I feel this is a little bit low. But compared to the old drop rates in Mayhem, which was 500 gold for a lot lower chance, I feel that this would even be welcomed at the current rate for premiums. And you can see that with these phenomenal loot cases, they have improved the drop rate slightly. A 2.5% chance to get a specific 5-star, and a 25% chance to get a 4-star, and a 60% chance to get a 3-star. Now, I feel that if they offer these cases for 500 gold, it might be a little bit more reasonable. But why can't they offer these cases for 300 gold? And that way, every couple days you could open one of these cases, and you wouldn't feel so cheated. Now, one of the things that would obviously improve the rewards, like I talked about, what would improve the rewards is completing the story. Like, you should be able to get featured premiums. If you 100% Act 1, you could get the featured premium. If you complete Act 2, then you can do Ultra and get rank 5 level 65 materials. If you do the third difficulty, your featured for 225 gold are not going to have 5 stars in them. And then if you complete 100% Chapter 4 of the story, now 6 stars are going to be available in the feature for 225 gold with improved drop rates like a 5-star featured other than the 6-star. Obviously, 0.5% I feel is fine, but give the way for free-to-play players to actually get 6 stars by gambling. Now, and it would also give a reason for people to play the story. And Endless Tour. What are people going to do with these rewards? Why would people play this if the rewards don't improve? Are you kidding me? It's 3 energy a match. These rewards are awful in the Endless Story. And I don't understand. Who would play this? Nobody. Make it worth our time. Also, in the Alliance feature, yes, you have a 3% chance of getting a specific 5-star, But they don't even give you a 5-star elsewhere. Just you have a 10% chance of getting a featured 4-star, and you have a 40% chance of getting a 2-star from the Alliance case, which is ridiculous that you're paying money for a chance to get 2 stars. This is 2022. This is not 2019. Why are we including these characters as featured for the Alliance mode with 2 stars in it? So they expect you to pay $20 for 2 stars. Yes, you get 4-star keys. Yes, you get cash boost. Yes, you get an Alliance Revive XXL, which could be useful. The Team Health kits are not, because it's not really anything. But who would pay $20 for this? I wouldn't pay $5 for this. And why do I feel that way? Because you're only going to get the character 3% of the time. Yes, you could get a Lex Luger 4-star 4% of the time and not feel cheated. You have a 9% chance of not feel cheated. Yes, if you hit the sub-featured, which is 4 stars, you're not going to feel too bad. But look at that. 65% chance to feel screwed. Actually, 71% chance to feel screwed, 77%. You have like an 80% chance to feel like you've been ripped off from this case. And you got to pay money for it. Also, these need to evolve. These daily offers. Why are we getting 4 stars out of them for $5? Why aren't we getting 5 stars out of them? Like, seriously, who's gonna pay $5 for this? Does anybody pay this for $5? 500 tier 4 keys. You need 36,000 to form 1 case. 25 4-star keys. There should be 25 6-star keys at this price. This is ridiculous. Mayhem does not know how to offer to entice people in the game. You want to know how Marvel Contest of Champions offers daily offer? Now, granted, I'm not Thronebreaker, I'm not Paragon. The Cavaliers are basically the same concept. This is what you would get for $5 in Marvel Contest of Champions. You get a Tier 5 basic Catalyst Fragment, 9,000. You get Class Catalyst Selector, a Selector. You can get whatever you want. You can get half of a Tier 2 Advance. You get 500 6-star shards, and a Cavalier stamp, which basically gives you a 50% chance Selector for a T5CC if you buy 7 of them. So I feel this is how you could offer players a way to get 565 or 6-3 and get money out of it easily. And these Cosmic Cavalier Nexuses are basically the same thing as a Cavalier, but you have a chance to get 3 champions. And I could show you how that works as well. Let's actually buy this. So the way the Cavalier Nexus works is that you have basically 3 chances to get a 3 to 6-star champion. Again, if they can implement Nexuses in WWE Mayhem, then I feel that this would also be a great thing for quality of life changes within WWE Mayhem by just offering better rewards, offering more things, enticing people to actually buy something in this game. So we're going to open up this Cavalier Nexus. Again, very unlikely I'm going to get a 6-star, but a high chance of getting a 5-star. There's still a chance you get all 3 stars. But the excitement from these crystals is super high. And something I'd like to see in Mayhem, we just get 3 randomized choices. That is cool. See, $5, you get a 6-star. I thought I was going to get complete trash. That is a Cavalier Nexus. That is super exciting. That makes content for WWE Mayhem. And that would put money in their coffers, offering better things like a 6-star Gamora for just paying $5. Now I feel very happy for buying that. If I would have got 3 3-stars, that would have been a waste of money. But again, I just did that to show you guys the excitement of a 6-star versus the current offers in WWE Mayhem, which I'm nowhere near this. Now, are you going to see any 5-stars magically pop out of this? No, you're going to get a 4-star. Who's going to pay for this? Brand new players might. But guess what? This is 2022. This is not 2017. These have literally not been updated for 5 years. Nobody's going to buy this 5 years later. This is useless. Play the game, get the reward. If you want people to spend $5 like I did in Marvel, make these rewards better. This is where you are disconnecting with the audience. And I feel that this is not something that's new. This has been going on for over 3 years. You can't just take stuff away and expect people to stick around. You need to keep people interested in your game, and you're not doing it. We're going to talk about other cases that have not been around for a long time. These Icons cases are just bonus premiums. Why are they not in Raw, SmackDown, NXT? Do you see these anywhere? Do you see these anywhere in NXT? Nowhere. They just took them out. How cool would it be to get these cases back into the game? Just for playing the game. Yes, the skills case is nice. You know what else would be nice? A super premium NXT case. Oh wait, they have one. You can't get it anymore. But guess what? The drop rates suck. You have a 2% chance of getting a 5-star. You have a 6% chance of 4-star. Okay, you have a 3% chance to get a 5-star. You have a 16%. This is confusing. You still have like an 80% chance to get fucked. But you have a 3% chance to get a 5-star. Again, why were these cases taken out? Why were these keys taken out of the event? You could just throw them in the regular game mode, and I think it would be more than acceptable to have a 3% chance to get a 5-star for just randomly playing the game. How hard is it to put these cases back into the game? Like Elite Icons. You can't even. You have to buy the regular Icons, SmackDown, and all them just to complete objectives in a trial. So Raw cases, again, the same crappy droppers. Why are these just not in the game as something to do to entice people to clear the lower difficulties of events as well, just by getting these cases? I feel that, again, taking stuff away from the players, like taking away the performance center and taking out like good sources of the game and just kind of gutting your existing player base is not how you do business. It's just not. And this is where I feel the rewards in Marvel Contest of Champions have come a long way. Mayhem has not evolved. Mayhem needs somebody that can offer better rewards. That somebody is me. I'm making this video to try to get change in the way that WWE Mayhem does things. I want to put more money into their pockets. How do I put more money into their pockets? Give them ideas on how to improve the quality of life. So if you want to charge people money, I have a great way of getting you to do that. You know all these fired superstars, like for example Daniel Bryan, that just magically got taken out of cases? I know he's around here somewhere. You can't get him anymore. Yes, he's with AEW. Yes, Bryan Danielson is in AEW. Why are these featured characters not available for money? People know Daniel Bryan. I feel that if you want to charge paid offers, and we're not talking just zombies, this is how you do it. You offer these royal cases, give people a chance to get the fired superstars, because there's a lot of people that I don't even own that I can't even get anymore because they're not around. Like, for example, we're going to give another good example here, The Fiend. Yes, he's probably going to come back into the game within a month or two. Yes, I would love to get him. Can existing players get him? No. Can existing players get Aleister Black? Not even Malachi Black. No. Aleister Black is one of the best SmackDown superstars in the game. And the reason for that is because of not only debuff immune, but if you know how to parry, you can trigger momentum. That is one of the most powerful things in the game. You can trigger random vulnerables, random precise attacks, you get free crits. And then you can also get critical damage from the Blood Moon Stomp. The Black Mass is no chance. And if you throw super moves, you get more critical chance. Like, this is one of the best characters in the game for SmackDown. You can't get him anymore. You want another example of fired people? Adam Cole. You can play against him in the game, but you can't get him. And how cool would it be to spend $5 for a chance to get Adam Cole in 2022? How cool would it be to spend $5 for a chance to get Keith Lee? How cool would it be for a 5% chance to get Dean Ambrose, one of the better brawlers in the game, because he's got both exhaustion and no chance on charge? You can't get him anymore. Or how about Chris Jericho? Not saying that he's a top tier character. You can't get him anymore. You just can't. Rusev. You guys remember Rusev? He's not Miro. He's Rusev. Why can't WWE Mayhem offer Rusev as a paid offer for people that miss him? No, he's not a great 4-star. But for the collectors out there, if you really want to make money in WWE Mayhem, start offering these characters again. Even if they're paid only offers. Offer them to the people again. We're probably going to see Johnny Sameface back into the game soon. He might have had a 5-star variant, I'm not sure. Sasha Banks, if she never comes back, she's fired. Can you get her anymore? No. And I'm sure Tony Rage went nuts over Sasha Banks as a 5-star. Is she good? No. But she's still in the game. Paige is another one. She's not Soraya. Why can't she be in the game? Why can't you charge money to get Paige? Bray Wyatt is back in Mayhem. You can't get him anymore. Jake Roberts was in AEW, yet they still allow you to get him. So why are people allowed to get Jake Roberts, but not Bray Wyatt? Velveteen Dream. Now this one I could see maybe a little bit more because there's controversy, but he's already in the game. People would kill to have more NXT people on the game. I feel that when people get called up to the main roster, leave them in NXT. Make a new version that is not in NXT. Like, I really hope that they leave Io Shirai in NXT. And if you're gonna put Io Sky, then put her on Raw. There's no reason to not leave Io Shirai in NXT. It's just my personal opinion. Ric Flair is still in the game, thank goodness. I think even Samoa Joe is still in the game. Sting is definitely not in the game. That's another one. That one I could kind of see because he's already in AEW, but guess what? Money in Mayhem's pockets. They're probably not allowed to do that. They should find a way to make it happen. You would get a lot of money from that. Look at that Cody Rhodes, looking beautiful. I feel that the Mayhem developers have done a better job on the artwork. Like, it's more realistic and less cartoony than it used to be. Like, that just looks great. They did a great job on Cody Rhodes. Nia Jax is fired. You can't get her anymore. Not that anybody would want to play as her, but the fact that she's in the game, you could make money off that, just to add to the collection. Cesaro, another fired superstar. You can't get him anymore. Kairi Sane is in Japan. I'm pretty sure you can't get her anymore. Jeff Hardy, you can't get anymore. There are more. Andrade you can't get anymore. That would be another offer. And maybe he'll come back at some point. Who knows? You got Christian who's fired. Luke Gallows just came back, so I expect him to come back into the game soon. Big Ass you can't get anymore. I have him as a 4-star and he sucks. But you can't get him anymore. Ember Moon, you can't get her anymore. She's one of the only NXT people with Impair, so she's useful. Matt Hardy you can't get anymore. Goldust you can't get anymore. Goes under Dustin Rhodes. Not the same. Zack Ryder you can't get anymore. And Anal you can't get anymore. Yes, Anal you cannot get anymore. A couple 3-stars you can't get anymore. And I don't expect them to make a 4-star Harper or 4-star Rowan unless he comes back into the game. But there's a couple 3-stars you can't even get anymore. Big Show. I remember for the longest time he didn't even have a 4-star variant. Then they made a 5-star variant for a very brief time. But Harper's another one. You can't get him anymore. How many people would like to commemorate Brody Lee by getting a 3 or 4-star variant of Harper? It's not that hard. There might be others that I'm missing at 3 stars that you can't get. Rowan's another one that's fired. Jeff Hardy. But I think that's pretty much most of the exclusive. We have one more for you though. How hard would it be to charge for Enzo Amore as a 1, 3, or 4-star Enzo Amore? How bad would that be for the game? How many cool videos could I make with a 4-star Enzo Amore? Just going certified G and pinning someone. Come on. I feel Mayhem shooting themselves in the foot by not allowing you to get a lot of these fired superstars. But if you really want to make money, this is probably the best way to do it outside of improving the daily offers to include Tier 2 Advanced, Tier 5 Basic, and also 5 and 6-star keys. Give people a reason to spend money. That is the 10 ways that I would improve WWE Mayhem and what they need to do to evolve the game. I hope that a lot of the developers watched this video and took notice, because this is why Mayhem is not evolving and why people are leaving by the drove. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!
I'm better than you, and you know it.